it's exciting for everyone because, first of all, the fifth graders are super excited. It's their very first concert ever, and it's only ever one very first concert ever. So this is an exciting time for us. And the sixth graders have been working hard. We have a stand decorating contest that was judged, and we'll demonstrate and show some of those stands that they've been working on. And first of all, I want to say that there were two people from the fifth grade, and I'm sure it was computer operator error, left off of the program, and that was Jocelyn State and Morgan Christie. But wait a second, you guys will raise your hand and show who you are, so we know that. Okay, so we want to make sure they got recognized and know that. And I want to do a few things before we actually start the concert, because once we start with the fifth grade concert, there's a whole script with it, it's kind of a story. We don't want to interrupt that. So I want to take care of a few things here first. And one of the things that we've been doing here is a new program or a new thing, I don't know what to call it, it's called band karate and scale karate. And the fifth graders are doing band karate, and once they pass certain songs in their book, they can earn a white belt or a yellow belt and move up the karate chart. And so I want to kind of recognize some of the kids who've done some things, and we're going to continue with that as we go through the school year. So with anybody who has earned a white belt, please stand up. Fifth graders will get you later.
Good job, Molly.
Put that on your calendar, and we'll let you know about the tickets.
position they like to use as a warm-up entitled warm-up.
Go.
Well, good evening, moms and dads, brothers and sisters, grandparents, aunts and uncles, friends and neighbors. It is always a thrill for us to present these young musicians in their first performance. We know you will be pleasantly surprised at what they have accomplished in just a few short weeks. They're going to demonstrate what has been learned up to this point in their brief but successful musical careers. After learning how to take the instruments out of the cases and assembling them, they finally got to do what they had been wanting to do for the longest time, and that is produce the first sound of their instruments. And it sounded something like this. It was obvious that they had some challenges facing them for the next few
That's why
days.
she did that.
The second week proved to be quite eventful. Mrs. Lang patiently worked with the band until they could produce their first note, and now they sound something like this. Quite an improvement, but they need a little more work before they were ready for this demonstration performance. Producing that first note allowed them to proceed to the first lessons where they learned to count while they played. This is necessary to perform together. They added a different rhythm or beat to those first notes, and it began to take on a whole new sound. Well, this may be more interesting than the first notes, but it still is not a complete tune as we go around humming all day. They added a couple of new notes and discovered that they could start playing some recognizable tunes. This might have been the moment at home where you felt for the first time that the music lessons were starting to take hold. This is what they sounded like at school that day. I don't want to bore you with all the mechanics of the next few lessons, but as the band members began to complete these lessons, everyone was convinced that this was going to be a great beginning. Here's one of their favorite pieces to play. Although time doesn't permit us to have each student perform individually, we have asked a few students to demonstrate the sounds of the instruments. So let's hear from Holly Cooksley, Morgan Frisbee, and Marissa Robinson playing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star on their flutes. Now let's hear from some clarinets as Erica Carmona, Megan Corkery, Molly Lappy, Tiffany Moore, and Susan Miller play London Bridge.